I understand my mistake. I forgot to push the... Twice I've done this. Okay, now I should be fully live on this. Okay, now I should be fully live on this. Game. Okay, now I should be fully live. Okay, there. My gods. Unholy audio loop. Hello there, welcome everyone on the YouTube end. I'm sorry, I did that infamous thing where I forgot to hit the go live button. I just hit start streaming, so I guess I'll give a quick recap of everything I've done on the Kick so far. So let's see. Start here, point out a few differences, so... Fired a few shotgun shells, got the key, went in here, fought the spiders, got poisoned and almost killed by poison. Went in here, dealt with the zombie, went in here, drained the tub to get the key, the control room key. Nothing unusual. Examine the room. Oh yeah! I guess I should point this out, since I am talking differences. As terrible as this is, in the remake, there would be a body hanged here. With a self-defense gun at it. Just to point out a difference. And I think there would have been a zombie in the tub. Or at least on the floor, I can't remember. So, quickly going over here to address everything I've done, I'd say 10 minutes earlier, without realizing I was only live on Kick. So, I went over there, grabbed the key, and then the bees came out. Followed by, not the bees, not the bees! Alright, so that should be everything caught up from everything I've done 10 minutes ago, aside from grab 3 herbs over there. Yes, I will now toss that, as that is now useless to me. You know, maybe I can get away with it. Listen, I just want the clip. For the handgun magazine! I hope he doesn't get out. I know if this was the remake, he'd definitely be coming out. But because this is the original, I don't think enemies travel as much. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at this point, 42, is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been, and shows unique shape in addition to the size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it originally was. There are 2 ways in which Plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through a route that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water! It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of Plant 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct. It hangs her down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many of the vines come out through those bulbs, and they are the second resource for nutrition. Oh, it's nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood, and using the suckers located at the back of its vine, It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victim to this. May 21st, 1998. Henry Stark. You are now my background noise as I play FM24. Please don't get jump scared too much. I have played this before, Sim. There really isn't anything that's gonna necessarily scare me. Surprised? Sure. I'll be surprised, but jump scared? Nah. Maybe rage, but so far, not really. For a game that's been mostly chill. It's had some BS moments, I'll admit. The spider and the dogs damn near killed me, but I've managed to get myself out of that. Maybe the only part that does have me on the side of worried is the sharks. And here I give Glitch shit about the sharks in, Batman. Okay, I think I understand what to do. Can I climb on that? No. Climbing was not invented yet. You know, I do admit, I do tend to like the original soundtrack above the remake, but in this section, I think I prefer the slower pace version than this quicker one. So at this part, I'll give the soundtrack to the remake. There we go. Because I couldn't jump that or swim across. This was before swimming was a thing. I forgot to put the clip away. You know what? That's fine. In fact, I'm gonna backtrack. Is that actually an ink ribbon right there? Or is that just a shadow? Okay, that is a shadow. I thought that was an ink ribbon. Okay. First, I'm gonna deal with the clip. I know. Right here it's a magazine, I'm calling it a clip. I'm lazy. Next, we're gonna go back and go grab that one little herb. And pray. Pray I won't need to use it. And pray the shark isn't instant death, because if it is, everything I've done until this point will have to be done over again. Whereas I definitely know the shark is way deadlier in the remake. I don't know about this version. I would assume the same, but because you're kind of already going into the water versus... I hear that. There's a bag here, nothing useful. There's another small key. I can't fit that. But I will need to remember this location. as I'm going to have to come back here as Becca and apply the vigil. No! Ow! 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 Shark! 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 Let me in, 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 let me in! Oh. Ah ha 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 ha, game. Ah. Flashing lights, just a lever, will you move it? It's locked. There's no keyhole. No? Is it this way? Does this room only exist just to be a distraction? Hi, there's a hole there. Before I take that... They're all wet and useless. Oh, okay, so whatever in here has lost its value. Good to know. So, this whole section would have been done differently, because from the original version, as you can tell, let's actually go over there and look. There's that noticeable little hole here. Whereas the remake, they did this sequence very, very differently. Like, Neptune over there would be way more dangerous. And there would be a part where it had to deal with pressure. Where, in this instance, it doesn't seem to be as bad. Like, Neptune didn't just one-shot me. He grabbed onto my leg, and I don't know how much damage he did, but I'm assuming it's gonna been of some kind, but I'm still on fine. Now, Richie Rich would be gone by this point. Because Richie Rich, in the remake, would have been dragged into the water. But since this is the OG, Richie Rich is, well, Richie Rich is already dead. And there's no assault shotgun. Which saddens me. Now, I think we're getting ready to deal with the plant boss here, because room 03. Now, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I did go into the room over there. I did examine the chemicals. So, my thinking is because I have that room unlocked, I'll do the vigil puzzle instead of fight the boss. I don't know if that'll defeat him, per se. You know what? Let's get the Beretta just in case that's not the case here. I'm doing something completely different from what I would have imagined. Red book. Ink ribbon. We'll save here. back. Scooch you to up here with all the other green herbs. But I've yet to mix because I don't know how much power I'm going to need. So I'm thinking because I did that, that should, in theory, unlock. I really need to stop using my shotgun. In fact, we're swapping to the Beretta. Because I have plenty of Beretta bullets. Well, let's say Beretta bullets. I have plenty of 9mm. Do they actually even mention that it's 9mm? I'm just curious now. Clip for the Beretta. No, they just a clip for the Beretta. What about the Beretta itself? It's automatic. Automatic? I thought it was semi-auto. If I'm not mistaken, automatic, you would hold the trigger and it would just... like a... not a Draco, like a Glock. I mean, unless it has the ability to go fully automatic, but you just don't get to use that for whatever reason. An automatic Beretta, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it that the people who probably made this game weren't exactly gun nuts. That does make me wonder now. I'll have to check Samurai Edge. Is that the 93R version? That one would at least be a burst, I would think. It was the 92FS. I'll check it again, just to make sure. VTuber report. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the tyrant virus. We also found another interesting fact, though. Some experiments we found an element that destroys these plants, probably in Umbo No 16. One of the series of Umbo chemicals that we used for that. Experiment named the Umbo number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy Plant 42 if we put the V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the series chemicals in a specific order to create V-Jolt. But the series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of series chemicals, and they are used briefly characteristics. Number 2 is red. Number 3 is purple. Number 4 is green. Number 6 is yellow. Number 7 is white. Number 13 is blue. Stimulating smell. And V-Jolt, which is brown. Now, a book is missing. Well, let's put that in. It is the 3 burst, yeah. This one is the M92FS. Which I do not believe is fully automatic. I don't believe, but I could be wrong. Even then, an automatic Beretta. Like, the most I'm aware of is, like, a burst, but automatic? Alright, let's see if I even have that option. Oh, now it's gonna have me open the door.
It's no use. The roots of it are in the basement. Keep it alone.
Chris!
Take this file with you. Use the information in it in order to make the potion and kill the root. Becca, please.
Potion?
Chris! Don't
Okay, yeah, I had to admit, I keep forgetting that the, Yes, game. I'm very well aware I need to go in here first, because I already have that unlocked. Okay. Grab empty bottle. Grab empty bottle. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking the people that made this probably weren't very well-versed in guns. The same way, I'm starting to wonder if they're also not very well-versed in chemicals, either. Alright, so I believe water is, what, 1? Yes. You got water. Okay. Oh, hi, there's another bottle here. So, I need number 2. Will you put in a bottle? No, I need to find 2. One plus 2 equals 3. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 plus 7 equals 13. 3, 16. Okay, so that makes 3. Next, I need number 4 for 7. I don't need 2, I need 4. You are not 4. You are... Hi, okay, another empty bottle. They're being extremely generous with that. Six plus 7. 13. And then you add 3 to make the V-Jolt. Okay. So I am now on... Oh, okay. Let's put a number 2. Go grab a number 4. Which will then make 6. Which will then make 13. Then I think I need... No. I need... water. And then I need a number 2. Combine. And then finally, the V-Jolt. It's been made. We're going down. Will you descend the ladder? Can't stop me. I'm Becca with a headband, because apparently Becca got the headband removed from the remake. Okay. Over here. Pour the V-Jolt. Am I gonna need more? Uh-oh. Okay. Ow! Ow, jeez. Ow! Okay, that works. I remember being able to skip that fight. Maybe that's Remake that did that. Alright, so let us deduce that this is indeed the helmet key.
Oh! I can't believe it! Are you okay?
Yeah, so much for him. We got to the root of the problem. Saved again.
I just...
Really, thank you.
You'd do the same for me, wouldn't you?
I guarantee it.
Well, Chris, this is Richard's radio. We received communication from Brad at the courtyard a little while ago, but he is still flying around in the sky. He obviously couldn't hear our voices. Maybe his radio is broken.
I see. Understood. I'll keep it. We should somehow let Brad know we're here.
Great!
At the pharmaceutical room I found a little while ago, I think I will be able to make something. Anyway, Chris, I'm glad you're safe.
And then it happened off screen.
This room is fully equipped with medical supplies. I can treat you, except for your major injury. Would you like me to?
Except for major injury.
Yes.
Yes.
Please do something for me, temporarily.
Yes, please heal my wounds. Becca treated Chris.
Most of these medicines are from Umbrella.
What's Umbrella?
Don't you know? It's a large-scale pharmaceutical company based in Raccoon City.
Oh, I see.
Chris and his not knowing. Alright, well, Becca doesn't seem sad. I guess having Richard...
Wesker!
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Aren't you with Jill?
I'm sorry. We were attacked by a strange monster. I lost track of her while we were scouting around. I hope she's okay.
I see. Well, it's not your fault. This place is crazy. If we stay here, all of us will end up dead. What should we do, Wesker?
We have to complete this mission. Whether we escape or stay and look for Jill, we don't have many bullets left, and we can't even protect ourselves. We're still in trouble. Chris, there are a lot of locked rooms in that house. Check them out one more time. There must be a place to hide safely. I'll look around the house a little more.
Okay.
Let's get going.
There must be a place to hide safely, he says. Can I step on the bit? Yes, I can. Take that, B. Alright. So, that's that boss dealt with. Maybe I go back. Because I had the feeling I'm gonna be needing the, small keys for stuff. Because they usually have nice things. Wasn't able to grab that the last time. You know the sad thing? I have more ammunition in the remake than I do in this. I don't know if it's because there's just more ammo and I just don't remember every location, or because the remake had a lot more to it. They figure you would need a lot more. Uh-oh. I was about to say, did that small key disappear? Dying now would suck. Don't mind me. Wanted to make sure I grab the other small key. I don't know if there's any areas here that have stuff that's locked. I don't think there's really anything here at the guardhouse. It just exists to be that small little thing that's just in the way. Nothing major. Yeah, I know, Chris. There's really nothing here. So dialogue being dialogue, as dialogue has been.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me. What's up?
This is Chris. Brad, can you hear me? Damn!
Punch the radio, Chris. It'll work like punching the boulder. I can always come back for those. I can always come back. I'm going to take the time to grab those. That was my grandiose mistake. I didn't grab everything. This is fine, chat. I'm going to take a moment. No herb left behind, as I'm probably going to be needing it for this next section. Probably not so much the blue, but nice to have, just in case. This area was also more grassy in the remake. Just to point that out. This room also redesigned differently, too. Case. Just in case. I hate how I still have the coughs. I have had these coughs for a long while. I almost know what I want to go and do. Got the blue. I'm going in here. Opening this. Alright. No herb left behind. I'm not sure if it's this game, but I think hunters can do poison damage. Then again, I don't think it's this game that has... Oh. I'm out. Goodbye. Saw those dogs, and they were coming right at me. No. No, 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 no. Snakes! Snakes on a plane, we can talk about this. I think those will be there. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I don't know why, I'm just a little nervous. Hunters are smart enough to open doors! Hello. Ow! Yeah, I'm going in here. I'll put some bullets in the back room. Use them in case of trouble. Wesker. When Wesker actually gave a shit. You know. Before he was just like, I should have killed you years ago, Chris. Shells. Bullets. And we'll save, just in case. I'm very well aware I left the first aid on the ground. But trust me, all part of the plan. Now, the room I think I'm about to go into would normally be the one room where Becca would probably go, ah! But I'm not sure about this version. Oh god, I forgot about you. Did I really fire all those bullets? Hi! Magnum ammo! Nothing uncommon, there's nothing uncommon. I can use some Magnum bullets. It's too quiet. I don't like it. Going the wrong way. Nope. Yeah, that's right. You can't defeat me. I have the power of frickin' invincibility on the stairs. What you gonna do about it, huh? Cry? I know, if this had been the remake, it would have jumped right on through and probably one-shot me. Hi. I see you. Ow. Nope. You may have done a number to me. Little did you know, I can still take you down. You could say using the stairs is a little bit of a cheap thing to do, but hey, you know what? It's a barrier. It works. Don't complain about what works. Take that helm key back. Take that small key back. That'd be clever. Maybe I don't go that way just yet. This is too quiet. Ow! Fuck. I am not gonna have enough to deal with all the hunters. Fuck. Well, I'm shit out of luck, so I'm gonna count that as a death. Death by running out of shotgun bullets. Yes, I did have the handgun, but I don't think that's gonna be very useful. Alright, so... I have... only 9 shots. Hello, welcome, welcome. I'm going to count that death only by running out of ammo. Not that I actually died, but... Fighting those things with a handgun is an absolutely miserable experience. Unless you have a staircase. gonna do this. I'll be smart about it. Fuck! Unless you're right where I need to go. Great, it's either my health... My entire day has been shit. No, literally been shit. Well, Glitch! Well, I can't say my day was bad. I want to see, could I do that by this point? Okay, I can. By the way, major difference, doing that gets you that little wonderful cutscene. And then probably followed by, it's too dangerous to go back out. Remake would force an encounter with a Cerberus. Something I forgot to point out there. Hang on. I think there's a helmet key thing. No, you were armor key. Fuck. Alright. No, second floor. Oh, it doesn't... Okay. Just, okay. And I've already grabbed what's in here. So I have a few more small keys. Joy. I think there's a hunter in that location. I just don't know where. Over there? Okay. Weighing my options on which path I should go, because I want to avoid having to fight the hunters as much as possible. So we're gonna have to be smart with the pathing here. Nope. God, the stream is working. Yes, Doggo, it's because I forgot to hit go live on the YouTube ending. That's all it was. I think I remember what happens. I'm gonna go through, and hunters are gonna jump through the window. Oh. Oh! No. Oh, they're literally everywhere. Alright. I don't want to fight anymore. Oh, and of course you're guarding the door. Of course the little shit's guarding the door. You know... What?! I don't want the... I mean, I do, but I don't want it at the moment. Alright, it's gonna be bedtime for me. Have a good time, and feel free to... Huh? What? HMU. That seems like hum. So you're packing too much heat. Put some shit away. Doggo, I'm not packing enough heat. Oh. Just choose the battle, choose the battle, choose the battle. Oh, hit me up. That's what you mean. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Yes, Doggo, I know my inventory is full. You don't need to remind me that my inventory is full. This is like when we play frickin' Ark or 7 Days to Die, and I had to remind- oh, no, not even that. Starbound, and I had to remind you to eat in-game. Okay. I can do this. Nope. I know you're there! Okay. All true. Okay. I know what will happen. I'll put you there. Yeah, bro dodged the shotgun shell. Yeah, don't have to mention that to me, I already knew. Nothing important. Flip off the light. Hey, look, there's something shining here. I hadn't noticed it. Will you try and take out the eyeball? Good. Now it's gonna start shooting lasers. Like a shark. Top secret, July 22nd. 1998, at 2:13, the head of security department. X day is approaching. Complete the following orders within a week. Lower the members of STARS into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. Collect 2 embryos per BOW. Try making sure to include all the species except for Tyrant. Destroy the Arc lab, including all researchers and lab animals in a manner in which will all seem accidental. White umbrella. My god, it's the red Chaos Emerald. You just need 6 more and you can beat the game by blasting through literally everything. If Chris can suddenly become Chuck Norris with a knife, that actually would be great for collecting all 6 Chaos Emeralds. Alright, I know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm doing. Hi, ow! Little fart knocker. Ow! I appreciate not being cloned! You know, I have to admit, the hunters and the spiders were definitely easier to fight in the remake. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. I'm remembering the remake, and the remake... Okay. You got my attention, game. Yes, yes. The one weapon that is anti the hunter, you've... my attention. Okay. I think I can now savor these shotgun shells. Yeah, well, that's only because when I fought them. I mean, I've beaten this game before, I just never remembered them having a dodge mechanic. I told you. I told him, but he didn't believe me. Okay, what the fuck? That jump is so bullshit. That's the kind of crap you pull with. Please tell me there's herbs here. And even if there wasn't, I'm loaded on my arsenal. Fuck. Okay. Making me waste precious magnum bullets. Little bastard. You know, I could have sworn I took that one out. No, I remember. Fuck. Okay, I remember. I could have saved at least one magnum bullet, but... fuck it. I'm probably a shoo-in to have a fun time with not Mr. X. Oh. Alright, you know what? How long have I been at this? I can definitely say Remake did some things better, but that's not to say the original is bad either. Fuck you. That didn't happen.
ResidentEvil.
I'm going to pretend I remember to grab the key and go into the room, dodging that little fuckface. Just to save on time and health. And car insurance. The car insurance being the joke, of course. So what is even the point of the extra small keys, then? I'm literally trying to think now, but... all that comes to mind is... fuck you. Okay, so Helm Key still has an extra usage to it. Alright. That's in... there was a medal inside. So, because I did that, I'm gonna assume this key only has one more use. And if it doesn't, then where the hell else would this work? Right, there's a red in here. There's nothing extra here. There we go. Yeah, that should be done by now. It's about the same. This shit again! Fucking... fucking... finally! Man, hurting for resources. This sucks. But hey, you know what? At least this section's gonna be done pretty dang quickly. I am not looking forward to fighting Tyrant. I feel when it comes to Tyrant, I would probably be at least a little more equipped. I feel like I'm gonna have nothing remaining after this. Okay, so... I just realized. You know what? If that's gonna have to be the case, that's fine. So I will definitely say the Spider and the Hunter got nerfed in the remake. Like, they're not as dangerous as I remember. Like, you could shoot the Hunter before it even gets the jump in. And Spider actually gets stunned a bit easier. Okay, regular zombies. I can deal with regular zombies. It's not that bad by this point. Oh, shotgun. I told you. Never believe me. I know, I'm being a little neat. Hi, I'm here, I see only an herb. I don't know if he has ammunition. Is it worth figuring out? Fuck it. I just want to know. 2 herbs. So, only 2 herbs. Okay. That's all I did this for, was 2 herbs. Ooh, unlocked it. How many small keys? I mean, not to be mean or rude. Ow! Fuck! Bastard. Okay, I guess I'm just getting on an elevator. Don't ask questions. I'm beginning to think the enemies have invincibility frames. Door is locked? Hi, okay. I'll think about those. Don't mind if I do. You know what? I'm feeling these shells. Three, 5, 6, 7. And that's that. Scrapbook. Raccoon Times, May 27th, 1998. Animal attack, woman mutilated. May 20th, around 10 p.m., a 20-year-old woman's body was found by a pacifier on the left bank of a marble river in the city cider district of Raccoon City. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or other animal's doing, as their teeth marks are along her mutilated arms and left foot that show considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it's been determined that she was attacked in the Arclay Mountains, fell into the river. They are hurrying to identify this woman. Raccoon Weekly, June 16, 1998. Monsters in Arclay Mountains. Some people claim that they've seen monsters in the Arclay Mountains. Monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs and usually run in packs as wolves do. It may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them, so smart readers should stay out of the Arclay Mountains for the time being. If you're looking for adventure, check it out. You want to try? Why the hell would you want to go if they told you to stay out? Raccoon Times, July 9th, 1998. Mystery on the Arclay Mountains, mountain road blocked. Due to successive disasters in the Arclay Mountains, the city authorities have decided to block the road leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon Police intend to begin the search for lost people with the help of STARS team members. They expect great difficulty because of the vast size of the Arclay Mountains and the primeval forest that covers almost the entire area. Also, people are still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. Oh yeah, you know, totally what we're dealing with. I want to push the bookcase. Is it terrible that I'm just expecting a scream from Rebecca? I can look over there from the courtyard from here. It's a helicopter port. If I could contact other members from there. There is some kind of invisible barrier keeping me. Oh boy. Just hyper nervous. That is all. I expect bad shit to happen. I don't know why I do. I just expect bad shit to happen. Not been used for a long time. Yes, are we going to continuously point at... Hi! Zomblers are smart enough to use doors. I'm just gonna pass by. Oh wait, hang on. Nothing of use. Okay, we can go. Okay, so I guess the thing is they added a door in between, whereas in the remake, the door was not present. Ow. Fuck. ×2! be smart with how I deal with this. Okay. I can get to the one spot. Get to the spot. I don't even know if there's any point, doing the small key stuff. There is so many small keys, but I feel like whatever was in those is just no longer relevant to do. Alright, where is Crank? Okay, not right there. Fuck. Ow, you're right there. Here we go. Get to do the song and dance of Run Through the Snakes. Hopefully for the last time. Go away, Snake. Oh, and the dogs, too. If they're still present. Ow! Fuck. Can't use that here. The battery's pulled out. Will allow me to put the battery back in. Not this crap. Fucking crap. No, no chances taken. I may have wasted that. But I'm not having that shit again. Okay, so that sucks. That's unfortunate for me. That's resources used that I am not getting back anytime soon. And you want to probably know the worst part? The enemies probably heal up. So if you didn't finish them in one room, come back and try to deal with them now, they'll be fully healed, because, you know, the old game logic. How long have I been at this? Okay. So, that battery in place, you know, if they would only just have no aversion to swimming. Oh no, I can't get my clothes wet, and it might be virus water. I can see that you guys are very hell-bent on guarding spots. Fortunately for you... Huh. There's a save location, but no box. hate it here. I can really use a box right now. I really want a box. Box. I be boxing. This looks like a scene. I'm gonna backtrack. Tell me there's a fricking storage box somewhere, because if I go in there and find no storage box, I'm going to be royally screwed.
Enrico!
Don't come any closer, Chris.
Wait, what happened?
Double crosser!
Don't!
Hell. Umbrella.
Who is it? Is someone there? Double crosser? What did he mean by that?
Couldn't have moved because of this injury. He's holding something that I can't hold. Okay. You know, now I just feel kicked. I knew it! Invincibility frame bullshit! This game has plenty of that. It's because of this injury. He's holding something. Yes, ammunition. I would like that. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to backtrack. I'm gonna have to go through dog hell. Alright, let's deal with the goddamn dogs. Oh, I can't grab that. Fuck. Have to make me go through a cost analysis. Yeah, I will definitely say. I will definitely say hunters were easier in the remake. Sit down. There. Sit down. Stupid dog. You're making me look bad! Can I actually... I can. Screw going back up. We're just gonna go this direction. Because, you know, who wants to go through all the trouble of going back just to do one thing? Alright. As I'll say, come on. I know for a fact I have an ink ribbon. You cannot tell me that I do not have an ink ribbon. I have an ink ribbon. Or go back, go grab that crank, go back, turn thing, go save, and then I'll swap on over to the remake. I honestly thought I'd be a little more ahead, but not yet. You gotta be kidding me, they respawn? What's this bullshit? What a punishment for fucking not doing everything in one go. Like, ah, you wanna do things in one sitting? Well, get screwed. Have 2 hunters that spawn. That's right. You miss! Now, I don't know if that flamethrower can be grabbed and then left with, so I guess I'll do one more thing before I save and swap to the remake. I mean, I don't imagine why they would put that there and then have you not use it. It's kinda dumb. But then I guess I could kinda see, because I know in the remaster, the remake, they would require you to... Yes, I want to climb up the ladder. Why would I not go up the ladder? There's a door here. You want to go through the door. You know, I never understood why this was the case for... Alright. Let's go back. Go grab the flamethrower, the flaming ruffin, and then we'll call it. I don't think that door would close and lock itself. This is OG, not frick-frackin' remake, so... Okay. Grab that. Yes. Oh, you were a little bastard. So, this whole time, I could have grabbed that, used that, and then put that back. You know, I regret a lot of things. Alright. With that, I'm gonna take a little bit of a breather moment. Actually, before I do, I'm gonna go ahead, launch the regular, launch the remaster, have myself sitting there, myself into the cabin. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. God dang it. Now the game's gonna punish me, because I accidentally clicked out. I hate it when it does that. Alright, let me go ahead, do that. Resident Evil 1. It's the only one I know that does this, where if I click out of the game, it gets a little antsy. I don't need to watch the beginning. There we go. Okay. To do this, I don't know if putting the BRB will do the thing, so if it kills the game, I'm going to be a little annoyed. So, I'm gonna put that there, and I'll be right back. Oh. I return. I am back. What's going on here? Why do I have a ping? Okay, so now that I return, is this gonna be a thing every single... Of course. Of course it is. Okay. So, Remake Resident Evil is one of those games that just does not like to be minimized for life knows whatever reason. Otherwise, it gets very, 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 it gets really out there. Before I go any further, I want to see something. Alright. Fear can't kill you, but fear can kill you. Okay, so... this time I'm doing a bit better. Well, I say this time I'm doing a bit better. In this run-through, I'm doing better. Ow. Just what I wanted to have. A bonk to the head. Can you go up? You can. Can you go in the room? You can. And I'm gonna go. Goodbye. So apparently Lisa Trevor is smart enough to go down. Unfortunately for her, I can also dodge her shit. I am having a bit of deja vu here. I think I went the wrong way. Of course I went the wrong way. This is the way. And I am doing that thing where I instinctively... coming through. But at least I'm doing way better in this playthrough. Go this direction. By the way, if I hadn't said this, this whole entire section is added on. It didn't exist in the OG. So that's an entire added on section dealt with. No word from Wesker about ammunition or anything of that sort, so...
This is Chris.
I don't hear you, Brad.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is
Brad, this is Chris. Brad? Damn. Thing's broken.
Just gonna casually walk. Now I'm gonna run. Bark, bark! What's it with this guy in cranks? Spencer was definitely a man of refined taste. Unlike Marcus, who was a simpleton. Spencer had me assassinated 10 years ago. Hear the sound of waterfall in distance. No snakes? Huh. I guess that won't happen until later. Birds. No. Birds! I think the snake's now coming, right? Snake-goos are here. And like I said, this area is the part that's more covered. I'll grab that red. Why not? Oh no! The snake-goos have arrived. Poisonous snakes. Sounded like a snake. Deja vu. I feel like I've done this not too long ago. Instead of only leaving me with 2, they generously left me with 3. How kind of them. So, as stated, what are the major differences? I can definitely say I am more accustomed to the, remake than I am the OG. Yeah, the funny thing is of all the OGs, it's 2 and 3 I'm probably more accustomed to. Though 2, because I really didn't play much of 3. I don't know what it was about Nemesis, but it just wasn't something that really... I don't want to say it didn't sit right. It was more just something I didn't really enjoy. Alright. I think it's time to do the thing. And when I say the thing, I mean where I take this shotgun here and use up what's left of it. I only had 2 shots. And I have no intention of reloading the damn thing. So I definitely know for a fact my first plan is going to be to eliminate the spider that's, conveniently up, shall we say. I will at least save, though. That is the one thing I should do. Save. Save. I mean, I'm plentiful in ink ribbon, like, there is no excuse for me not to be saving. This isn't OG where ink ribbon was scarce. This is where it's a little more common. There we go. Residence storeroom. Resident storeroom. The Vitia game. And put the crank away. I don't need the crank. I can't even believe I saved with the crank in my inventory. Now, I do have quite a bit of catching up to do. Okay, well... And I'm only doing this for one simple reason. So that way that spider corpse is gone. Strange silhouette hovers in the reddish light. Could it have some kind of meaning? Does it have some kind of meaning? Well, shit, I missed. Okay, I guess I've underestimated the power of the handgun versus spider. I always thought it took a little more, but I guess not. Means I can save these shotgun shells for the future problem. That future problem being named the hunter. Hunters, more specifically. The strange silhouette hovers in the green light. Could it have some kind of meaning? Is that a small key I can grab? No, okay. Strange silhouette hovers over the orange light. Could it have some kind of meaning? Alright, so let's see. 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. Just gotta remember 3, 5, 6. Three, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. 3, 5, 6. Alright. I'm gonna go dump this stuff. Particularly the shotgun. Because I don't think I'll be needing that. And even then, I don't plan on using this shotgun anymore. Because I'm gonna have an even better shotgun upcoming. So I'm gonna literally hold out for that better shotgun. You know, the one that holds 10. Instead of 6. Okay, so... I don't have that yet. So, I guess to point this out, this is more decorative. The other one was just a lot simpler. Like, they didn't have a newspaper. All articles seem to contain about stars. Okay. Kinda forgot about that. I'll take that. Got a map of the residence. There's a hole in the wall. I'm not going to look at the hole in the wall, because I remember what happens if I look at the hole in the wall. Okay, I can't get in there. I can go in there? Okay. I guess that's another major difference. Key. Keys. Definitely keys, keys, keys. So 2 is unlocked, whereas 2 you had to unlock. Ah, okay. have a little gift from me, friend. To make me waste that. But it is what it is. I have 4. I've been a good lad about not using that stuff up. Normally, I have a little more trouble, but this playthrough, I seem to be disciplining myself and really taking my time. Even if it does mean taking the longer route. I think I played the mansion part a lot more smartly, whereas with OG, I kinda just... Wait, hang on. That's room key 1, okay. Wait, discard the key, because it will make that useless now. Hi, he's... tagged. You're coming in handy for way later. I had to do it. We ran from those things, but... helping each other to survive, but Robert started to show symptoms. I had to do it. Those damn things are pure evil. There's no other way. He would have done it if it were the other way around. After I put him out of his misery, I had just to leave him in the bathroom. Now I'm probably the last one. How did this happen? I'll never forgive myself for being part of this project. Eventually, I'll get what's coming to me. There's no way to escape from this nut house. It's just a matter of time. Everything is set. All I need is a little courage to get it done, knowing that I'll leave many things behind beyond my words. This is just waiting to turn into one of them. Please understand, at least let me end my life as a person. The message is back. Linda, please forgive me. Sorry, Linda, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry, friend. Alright, now we go. Because I don't think there's any further need. I already have the book, so we can leave. Deja vu. Okay. Okay. Maybe I do save. There is one thing I know that's upcoming. There's a potential I could screw that up, so... I love it when I have a mild headache. By the way, difference if I hadn't pointed it out. The box thing. Instead it was a statue, but now they have you put a box there. Not to mention, they give you plenty of ink ribbon. And above the GameCube version, you do get 2 more save slots. I think it was only... Not that it will matter much. Refill that. You know, just to keep with the consistency. That's actually one thing I've not had to deal with. I've been smart about having to deal with zombies, because I know this game was the thing that introduced the Crimson Heads. But I've been so good about dealing with that I just have not had to worry much about Crimson Heads. Like, how many have I had to deal with? Like, what, 2? Right, Sharky. I'm not ready for that section yet. And I've already exploded that guy, so... Now, I know a while back I brought this up, but I do prefer this version of this area. A lot slower, and it fits. Also, more decorative room. And I think the boxes are a little closer this time, so you don't have to do that weird thing of backtracking and then pushing to proceed forward. I could definitely say with pacing, I think I'm pretty well ahead in the OG, but OG didn't have the extra parts to deal with, so I'm having the feeling my timings are gonna be off with this. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna not try to get myself caught up. I am at least gonna try and keep it comparable. Alright, so this is where we deal with the, we deal with the shark. But first, before we deal with the shark, we need to address major difference with Sharky.
Richard! Chris! Chris, stop! No! Richard.
Poor Richie Rich was killed by sharks with legs. Ow, fuck. Ow. Oh no. Let me in, 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 let me in. Okay. That part was about equal, I'd say. Oh, do I remember? Do I remember? So 2 herbs was inside. I'll use that to heal myself. To adjust. I think it's what? It's 3 or it's 2? I can't remember. Must have gone wrong while the water... There's a switch to the drain.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Wait, hang on. I do need to do that. Pressure loss, operation turret.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
I think it's 3, right? Nothing happens. No, it's 2.
reaching 50% of pressure threshold. Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
There we go. That could have gone horribly wrong. Water has been completely I forgot to put that away. Oh well. Drop in pressure. Open valve 2. I didn't need that. I had no need. I remembered it from the top of my head. Because when it comes to this Resident Evil, I tend to play this one kind of religiously. And what I mean religiously, every once in a while I'll plop this on and go through the mansion incident again. I fucked up. I did that infamous thing where I grabbed and didn't remember the other thing. That's okay. You know what? I'll go a little out of order. First, I'll grab all the extra ammo. Next, I'll get the 2 things needed. You've unlocked it. I think, actually, if anything, I've had just as easy a time with this one. I don't know if I'll have to deal with the plant boss, though. Going back to put stuff. I should have probably put all 4 items up. There we go. You know, I meant to grab the knife so I can cut the sharks, but forget that. Waste of time. We're just gonna go grab everything that we need so we can progress. Tempting as it is to cut into the shark and have shark meat. I know, not really. Imagine. Direction. I definitely will say, this is another added section. They added a few more rooms here. Oh yeah, and the pressure part, that also was added, in case I hadn't mentioned it. Definitely made Neptune, I think, a lot more dangerous. Whereas, clearly with OG, they can grab onto your leg, but as long as you can heal yourself, that's fine. Oh, don't mind if I do. That will be coming in handy for later. Okay, let's push you down. And pull this lever. Take that, shark with laser. Speaking of, sharks, I know if it had been a certain someone, he'd probably been eaten by the shark. But details. This isn't Batman. Oh. I'm pretty much flying through this part. I think what's definitely working here out for me is that I have more familiarity with the remake than I do the original. I think actually the only remake I do prefer over the original. And mind you, I tend to like the originals more, but this is actually one that was actually done well. And this is what I originally wanted with Resident Evil 2 and 3, believe it or not. Instead of the, well, over-the-shoulder versions we got. Quite a few other people on Twitter X, too. Because I've seen, like, AI being used to sort of recreate these spots. But with, like, this kind of style of graphics. This is always what I wanted. But then we had to get the modern remake. It was just like, no, you need to play it modern style. Discard that. Alright, here we go. Not the bees. Not the bees. Not the bees. He's holding something. Not the bees. Anything but the bees. Okay, that part's done. Alright, bees. Now I get to have a little bit of vengeance. Now, I don't know if in the same way, I have had to have at least visited the area that has the route. Which means I'm gonna have another No, actually, I never had that happen, so this will be, at least in this playthrough, a first time with Becca. I didn't remember that. Okay, I have a plan. First, I'm gonna go unlock that. Actually, no. Let's go visit the area, just to see if Chris says anything, so that way I can be on the path of doing the puzzle. Because I know this can be, well, I say I know it can be skipped, but at least I remember it being skipped. Unless it's the Jill storyline. Ugh. Sorry, I've been sneezing a lot. Ah, man. Got the sniffles. Let's go back. Maybe if I visit the area, it should unlock. I think that's how that works, right? Visitation unlocks the ability to do that. Well, this also used to be all on one floor, too. And now it is... You know, since I'm going this way, I think there's herbs, so... I'll see if I can go back for those. You know, at this point, no herb left behind. Oh. And... herb. Not multiple, just one. I see they've really spread out the herbs this time. There used to be 2 there. Oh yeah, and I need to know. Did they ever... Stars... Automatic? This is also an automatic? Is there just switches on these Berettas where you can just turn it on and it fires like it's a Glock? Because I swear, when I think of an automatic, I think of, like, a machine gun. In the same way the shotgun I'm using would be, well, automatic, but an auto shotgun rather than a pump, where I think it automatically pumps itself, so you don't need to pump the damn thing. Alright, that's now done. So with that room visited, that should unlock the ability to go deal with the plant without actually having to fight the plant. I think, theoretically speaking. Unless Jill's the only one that's allowed to skip that part, because, you know, details. Chris has no understanding of chemicals. Because of course he doesn't. Okay, going back, just so I can only remember what the thing is. I think it's, what, 359? Similar to the other one? Because I know in OG it was 369. God damn it. I didn't mean to do that. This one had to get a little more convoluted. Alright, so let's see. Besides some loose herbs there. Lamp shines with a reddish light. That's that one. Grab these herbs while I'm at it. Green light. Alright, so... Alright, 356. So 356, I believe. 356, 356, 356. I'll just try to remember that. Alright, in we go. You don't know much about medicine, so there's no point in taking the empty bottle. You don't know anything about medicine. You know nothing. You're not knowledgeable in any of this. You only went in here just to have the ability to do this later through Becca unlocked. Okay, I think they did the order a little differently, but that's still pretty much the same idea. Well, I think the numbers are also different, too. Okay. Oh, go grab book. And some shotgun shells, just in case. You know, I'm probably gonna need those. So I'd hate to have to fight the boss. I'm hoping I don't, because of what's been done. But you never know. Alright, so let's put you guys away. Grab the shells. Encrypt. Because I have the superior shotgun. So there is no point in using the regular shotgun. Put you back. You know, it's funny to know how Wesker says, I should have killed you years ago, Chris. But have some bullets, you know. You could use it. Now, excuse me, I need to gather more data. Book. I forgot the book. Good thing I thought about it. It's just like, wait, I'm forgetting something. Unlike in the OG, though probably thanks to it being on GOG, I cannot skip the door animations. That kinda sucks. But I do like it. Does add to the horror. You know. If this game still scared the shit out of me. Which it doesn't anymore. But you know, when you play it for the first time and you have very little idea, okay, yeah, those doors opening, a terrifying experience. Until you beat the game and realize, that's just the game loading up the next area for you. There is a VR chat map of this, but sadly, it's only got up until... Actually, I'll hold off on grabbing that. Right, I need to grab the key. I do not have the key because, long story made short, I didn't grab it from the bugs. I just got done using the bug spray on. Discard that. Then go in here to go quickly grab... I think it's bullets? Red dagger, I can't remember. Nothing. I guess I could just do that if I wanted to. Umbrella branded products. This one switch between, take it. Organic lab chemistries. The similarities in the cellular characteristics of a rapidly growing plant infected by the tyrant virus have been reported in previous papers. While reading these experiments, a few new facts became clear. We learned that a chemical in family, number 20, contains compound that is toxic to the cells of the plant. We've given 20 a new name, VJolt. Calculations prove correct. When VJolt is applied directly to the root of the problem, the entire plant should be dead within 5 seconds. Which didn't happen in OG, so we still had to fight that. The VJolt can be made simply by mixing the VP and UBN chemicals in specific ratio. However, extra care must be taken when handling these chemicals. They know how to generate toxic gases if it is handled. Characteristics of each chemical as follows. Red, yellow, green, orange, blue, dark brown. And then this is when we put this here. I didn't mean to do that. Put you right there. Go in. And in theory, Becca should be played now. Theory. No? Okay, hold up. Was there something I forgot to do? Because I went in there... Hang on. I'm backing out, because I could have sworn there was a way to do this as Chris. I mean, well, as Chris going in there to, like, you know, be Rebecca. Okay. Do I need to unlock the room first? Then visit that section. Because I'm going to try that, and if that doesn't work, well then I'll just accept the fact I've got a boss fight to go deal with. Maybe I'll bring that just in case. Fuck. Okay, hear me out, chat. Maybe there was something I was meant to examine, because I didn't examine it. This is gonna be so anal of this game if that's the case. They know it's Jill, you could just do that right off the bat and skip an entire boss fight. Which is kind of what I actually want to do. Okay, I already have that unlocked. Kind of annoying. How would Chris go about it? Maybe I go in there... I don't know. How the fuck does that work? Do I go in and drain every tub? You know what the sad thing is I've probably been further by now. Okay, I'm only doing this again for one reason. Okay. Now, let's not go in there just yet. Let's go in here, drain the tub if I haven't, and then go back to that one spot. Maybe I gotta go locate the root. That's the problem. Some kind of planter sticking out of the walls. Because you think that would be the case, but no, I guess not. It's not necessary to use. Because going in there will just activate the boss fight in a normal manner. Unless I meant to go in there and just... Because I feel like Chris should be able to go in there and just... Alright, we're gonna go in, beat the shit out of the thing with a knife and see if that fixes any issue. I know, you would not be able to do this during the actual boss fight, but we're not going to fight the boss, we're going to go to the root room. Maybe I go slightly before there, and I go check out the root. Maybe because Chris hasn't commented on it, and he's just like, yup, that's the root, alright. Whee! You know, that knife is pretty big. Compared to Jill's, which is pretty small. Yeah, pokey. I can poke you. This has no effect. Okay, there we go. This has no effect! I can't cut the roots with my knife. Maybe that triggers it now. Maybe now that I did that, maybe now Chris has come to the conclusion, oh no, I need the chemical. But just in case, we'll save. I'm going the wrong way. Oh. No, this is the way. Alright, well now that I stabbed it a few times with knife and concluded that actually that's useless to do, let's see if maybe now Becca comes into play. Or this is one of those, I gotta do things in a very particular way. If this still doesn't work, I'll just fight the damn thing. I have the assault shotgun. I prefer not to use my resources, but if I have to, I'll do it. That's characteristically annoying, but it is what it is. Let's put you away. Grab the ink ribbon. Make another save. I can evidently say I've been using more ink ribbon in this than I have the other version. Bring a first aid, just in case. We'll go into the chemical room and examine it just again, just to see if Chris might say anything about it. And then finally we'll go deal with the plant. Rather, we can avoid the fight via Rebecca, or we have to fight it, because unlike Jill, who can just do that, Chris cannot. Because I guess Chris just isn't smart enough. I feel like Chris should be able to do it, but I guess he can't. Or, you know, at the very least, be able to have the same thing. Alright, moment of truth. Will this do what I think it does? Let's find out. Oh well, I tried. I guess there was no skipping that. Unlike Jill, who can just V-jolt that to victory. Chris, unfortunately, does not have such luck. I guess he has to deal with it. Regardless.
Oh, you scared me. You okay?
Yeah, it's dead. But... Richard... he's... gone.
I'm sorry.
It's my fault. I should have watched out for him.
I found a pharmaceutical room. I think I can come up with something useful. I'll be there. I'm glad you're still okay.
Alright, Becca. Becca. I will have to come back for that.
This room is equipped with all sorts of medical supplies. Want me to treat your wounds?
Yes, please treat my wounds.
Yeah, would you?
Because I just got acided on a
Thanks.
lot. It's okay, Rebecca.
Be strong, Rebecca.
That's what Richard would want. Be strong, Rebecca. Richie Rich would want that.
Wesker?
Chris, you're alive.
My words exactly. Where's Jill? Thought you were with her.
Yeah, I know. We got separated.
I see. Anyway, we better find a way out of here before we turn into zombie food. Got any suggestions, Wesker?
We should get a better grip on the situation. There must be areas still to be explored in that other mansion. Chris, I want you to check them out one more time. I'll continue my investigation here.
Sure thing.
Let's stop on that. Oh, I don't have knife. That works. As I will have to come back this way. And I don't have to worry about plant anymore. Because, you know, a few shotgun shells and handgun bullets will deal with it. Alright. Let's go ahead, put you here. Go back for that red herb. Actually, I think I can even grab the... Wait, hang on. No, I only have one space. Yeah, let's grab you. Why not? Guts. Put you in here. I am... Wait. What did I put away? I put my handgun ammunition away. I feel not intelligent right now. It is also getting pretty dang late, too, but at the very least, what I want to do is... Next time I do this, I might have to start with Remake first, and then do OG. Well, the only problem with OG is I don't have as much resources, but the good news is, at least with this, I have plenty of material. So I might do that the next time I stream this game, where I'll just start off with the remake, and then do the original. Alright. Drop all this stuff off. Go to the mansion. Go save Becca, because that'll be thing number 1. At least the good news is... I know where Becca will be when she's attacked. The bad news is there will be the hunters in the way. Oh yeah, there's gonna be items I can collect. Handgun bullets, I think a first aid, and a shotgun shell box. You know, speaking of... funny little thing that, that cartridge opens up. Same with the ink ribbon. Snake goos don't
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Krista, Brad, can you hear me? Brad! Damn!
Alright. It gets dogs now. It's no longer birds. Did you miss? Damn snakes. Alright. I have plenty of ammo. Wesker's been generous with that. So, fighting the hunters in this... in theory... Nope. Yeah, you little shit. Sadly, I can't reclaim my dagger. That is now forever lost. Shotgun shells. Okay. Flashbang. And a first aid. And a little note from Wesker. Protect yourself from the mouse. Your chains can't be hurt by oil spicks. I'll make sure you can get away, Wesker. I should have killed you years ago, Chris. I'm gonna leave you a shotgun shell, a flashbang, and a first aid. Because I'm not a total dick yet. Oh! Hunters are not as tough in the remake. Okay, put you here. Have that ready, because I feel like I'll be taking a few hits. Go unlock that door real quick. You used mansion key. It's the helm key. I am definitely going to say this now. My thinking definitely is, probably the next time I stream this, I'm going to start with the remake first. I am way ahead in the, I am definitely way ahead in the OG. I don't know if those zombies are still gonna be there. So let's ready that just in case. Good to know I can use that on them. Have fun with that, friend. And you are no longer a problem. Walk from the other side. And as much as I could do that, I'm not going to. Not yet, at least. Let's see if this makes armor key... No? Still one more part that can use the armor... Helm key. I keep calling it the armor key. God, fuck. Ugh. Okay. Dagor? Didn't mean to do that. Let's push you there. Oh yeah, difference. 2 joules. Instead of 1. Oh yeah, are there still gonna be zomblers in there? Let's find out. One. I'm definitely doing way better on ammunition with that. Think yellow, right? Yellow is the one. That is important. We will need that. Alright. Let's go deal with... I think Snacky will be next. Snacky, snacky. Snack, snacky, snack. Put the jewel here, put that there. So this guy in cranks. Just in case. I can't remember if Snack deals poison damage. I can definitely say doing what I have done has definitely paid off. Oh yeah, this door, by the way, would be the keypad door. Not in this, mansion. Not present in this mansion. I was definitely hoping to be a little further by now, but, well... Oh yeah, this section and this section. Added. I hear that. Ow, fuck. Okay, no, you do not deal poison damage. And Snack dead. Let's grab you, Eagle of the South. The knob is broken, doesn't like it'll open at all. Going up. Going through here. Alright, so that's, one part dealt with. we'll let that do its thing. There we go. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to make this the, next one I start off with, the next time I resume. Plenty of shotgun ammunition, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Well, I say plenty, but effectively 30 rounds. I don't know if it would... because I don't know how fast that hunter is. You're... over there, okay. Can get to the door before you even notice. We'll go down, go grab that. Go save Becca, because that'll be the next step. So we can get the good ending. Not even sure if Becca would be an issue in the Chris playthrough. Exchange, Spencer, art room. Portrait of a woman. Sure. Not that this room will be an issue. So many herbs at this point. Go ahead and apply it, but... I don't think he'll be getting back up. And even if he does, I'm not going to be in that section for long. Oh boy. Alright, time to go rescue Becca. From herself. I mean, the only other section I should have after that is jumping down, and... that should, in theory, wrap up the mansion. Once again. Until we had to revisit a third time, only to pass by to go deal with the true... entry to the lab. Alright, here we go. Oh, fuck. There we go. Damn it. Reveal to me that you're a key. Okay, here we go. Puzzle done. Let's go save Becca now. You know, after the stream decides it wants to be done dying. I'll give it a few moments, and if it still acts up, I'll probably just wrap it up. Okay. There we go, okay. The doorknob's been repaired. You use the key. Discard it.
Rebecca! Is she upstairs?
Alright, time to go rescue Rebecca. Alright, Rebecca, we're coming. Sit tight. You know, never mind you dealt with those things in Resident Evil 0. No. It's gonna be all good. Alright, here we go. Saving Becca. Two shots.
Rebecca,
Chris!
you okay?
I didn't mean to get you worried.
We can't stay here any longer. We have to get to the others and find a way out of here. You with me?
Yes.
Then I'll go ahead. Until then, Rebecca, you're on your own. Stay cool and use your better judgment. Got it?
I can handle myself.
Good luck.
Good luck, kid. You're gonna need it. Alright. One last location. Which should, in theory, lead to the Battery. Of course, you know, after I do the puzzle. Oh boy. Oh! Alright. when that happens. Push, 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 push. There you go, Death Room of Nightmares. Get wrecked. Don't have to push that button anymore. Self-defense dagger. Hold up the feet. Go down. Book here. Can't get out. Talking about his family. You know what? I think I don't have to worry about spiders. Yes, I just want these. I'm not going to even worry about dealing with the spiders. Ow, fuck. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak past them. Or run past them. Don't mind if I do take that, because that is conveniently placed. Alright, well that works. Okay. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, the basement section is definitely a little more extended. Another, change. Can I actually get two for the price of one? Well, that might work. Can go this way. So that way I can do that thing. Yeah, no. That thing where you go in and then you go unlock a door. Ugh. Damn, fuck. Okay, well. I shouldn't be here much longer anyway. I should probably go drop all that off, go get the medals. That will then... put me in a position where I can go and... take me to the caves. So that's what should be opening up here very, very soon. Alright, so I'm gonna put the handgun away. I think I'll be needing that just yet, but I will hold on to the ink ribbon, so that way all I have to do is just more or less just save when I get to that spot. Grab the crank too while I was at it. Screw it. I'll probably be making another visit to a storage box anyway. Doubt that guy is going to become a Crimson Head that quickly. Fuck, I went the wrong way. Hasn't been dead long enough. Plenty of shotgun shells. Plenty of shotgun shells. Flash grenade. Alright. I am now pretty much caught up. Put a little more time in than I planned, but that's fine. At the very least, I'm caught up. Over there. You know, we're just still just chilling. They're still chilling like a villain. Going back down, so that way I can go grab the crank, go pull the battery in, go do the crank, and then... I don't know, would a shotgun work on a dog better in this? Because apparently it didn't in the other version. Used up my resources. Stupid dogs. You're making me look bad. Alright. Swap to the daggers in case I have to deal with doggos jumping on me. I think once I'm in the cave is where I'll wrap it up. Otherwise, I hope everyone's, at the very least, been entertained, if not a little more knowledged. Because, I mean, the mansions really aren't too dissimilar, other than maybe there's a few sequences they did differently. I will say, being able to skip the door scenes would have been nice, but you know what? It's whatevs. Let's just get to the other side. Alright, I think still got snakes. You know what? Let's grab a blue, in case I do get bitten. Having a blue ready, just in case. Wouldn't hurt anything. You know, imagine if Joseph had survived. I wonder how much more differently Mansion Incident would have turned out. You know, if he didn't just get murked right off the bat. Alright, well then at the very least I have an extra blue herb. Yes, just spark away. Alright, so now we proceed to the caves. I want to try something. Nah, that doesn't work. Oh, well, at least it's 3. It wasn't like 6. Alright. Generous of them. Generous of them once again. There wasn't a box here. Alright, so... if you enjoyed the stream, like and sub, follow on Kick, follow on X, sub on YouTube, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.